former LSU quarterback, former New England Patriot, two-time champion with the New England Patriots. As a matter of fact, the homie Rohan Davey joins the One Mike with Big Mike show. What's good, dog? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself? What's going on?
Man, I can't call it at all. So yeah, you came up in the last segment. We was talking about Tony Romo retiring and whatnot, and how people bring in the topic of rings when it comes to people making it to the Hall of Fame. And like, I use you all the time, as a matter of fact. I use you all the time as the example of, like, this dude got 2 Super Bowl rings. You know what I mean? And let me ask you this first. My producer gave me this question to ask you, and I feel like it was a pretty good question. If you had to do all over again, your NFL career, would you rather have been a starter and ended your career like a 10-year career, no rings, or been Tom Brady's backup for the time you were there and walked away from the game with the 2 rings that you have? Which one would you have preferred in retrospect?
No, I would have preferred the first way. I have a longer career and had a chance to win my own ring.
Yeah, the bread, of course. Yeah, you get more bread that way. Speaking of bread, by the way, let's shelve this football stuff, because one of the main reasons I wanted to talk to you, I saw that you had you opened up a catering service after your playing days. That still going on?
Yeah, man. That's what I do.
My man.
Like, I'm a firm believer in the good Lord, like, put you and give you things that you can use to be successful in life. And one of my other passions is cooking. So I parlayed it into a catering service. But yeah, one of my other passions is cooking. Yeah,
good. Damn that football stuff. Let's talk some food, man. Like, what kind of stuff you offering at the catering service, my man? Because, like, let people know you say you love cooking, but on your profile it says that you're the owner and the chef. So you do the actual cooking for the catering service?
Yeah, absolutely.
My man. So let's go.
I do the cooking. I was born in Jamaica, so a lot of my food has a lot of Caribbean. It's actually Caribbean with a little Cajun influence, so you can get a jerk chicken jambalaya with the jerk chicken and the jambalaya with the Cajun roots and what I learned here. But, it's traditional Jamaican and Caribbean cuisine. It's oxtails, it's rice and peas, it's curry chicken, it's jerk chicken, and everybody loves the jerk chicken.
Yeah, what's the secret to a good jerk chicken, man? Because, like, sometimes you go somewhere and get a jerk chicken and all the seasoning is on the outside. You peel back the skin and everything's bland inside. The good jerk chicken, you feel me? The good jerk chicken got you could taste it in the meat. So how does that happen? Like, how you get that process going?
Well, I don't know how everybody else get it, but the secret to it for me is for you to really it's the wood, man. You could have your own little dry rub or whatever you make up, but the jerk dry rub it's basically all the same dry rub and the same seasoning, but it's the wood. You have to have that pimento wood, which you have to import. So that's the key to it, is just the wood. Because the pimento wood, along with the pimento berries, is what gives you that little true traditional, authentic jerk flavor.
Word. Speaking right now with Rohan Davey, former chef and former NFL and collegiate quarterback. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Did I cut you off?
Nah, he's good.
Oh, because, yeah, I'm all about this food thing. I'm a fat dude, and I love to cook, man. And anytime I get a chance to talk about, I watch all the cooking shows, like Dinings, Drivers, and Dives, the cooking channel. Yeah, I love that stuff, B. Dude, I'll go to the farmer's market and just get spices, dude. And just, like, anything that I hear about on TV, I go down there, I bring it home, I smell it to figure out what it'll go with. So, like, we could talk about football here in just a second, but let's keep talking about food, B. Other than the jerk chicken, though, like, what else is considered traditional Caribbean food and Jamaican food? I hear a lot about, like, ackee, roti, and things of that nature. What else are we talking about?
Ackee and saltfish. That's a traditional breakfast with what we call food. You ever hear somebody say food? They just talk about green bananas, yam, sweet potato, and it's all boiled and served with ackee and saltfish, usually on top of it. Oxtails and brown stew chicken.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons why it does so well in Louisiana is because, they're already familiar with the spicy part of it, and they,
right.
In the the spices are similar, just, you know, in Jamaica, being from Jamaica and the islands and the different weather and the different mountain regions and stuff like that. So we have different spices, but they're all similar, you know.
But isn't that kind of like I was about to say, isn't Creole food, Cajun food, kind of like a mashup of like French and African and Caribbean, just like a mashup of all of it? Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Exactly.
All right, we can move on, man, from the food stuff. If I got any other questions that come to mind, my people in my chat room talking about conch fritters. Yeah, see these folks are on it, man. Like I love greedy folks who like to eat.
You know what? Yeah, man, conch fritters. Conch fritters, conch salad. That's the one you could get that here too. You can get the conch here from Idea Market off of Old Ham, and they got really good conch here. But you can't find it anywhere else. Like, I have to make it myself. You know what I mean?
Word.
I love conch. Every time I go to Miami, the first thing I do is stop and get a pound of conch. Before I even go see my mom.
What's the name of the catering company? I want to leave that out so people traveling to New Orleans.
Catering.
What is it?
Quick Six Catering.
Quick Six Catering, like your football number, no doubt. Make sure y'all are following Rohan on Twitter, as a matter of fact, at Rohan Davey 6. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Patriots. He's a chef, former LSU quarterback. What was life growing up? You said you're from Jamaica, ended up in Florida. Yeah. What was life growing up for young Rohan?
Man, growing up was fun, man. It was free. You know what I mean? I was basically raised by my grandfather. My mom and my aunts and everybody came to the States when I was young.
Right.
They came here. So I was with my grandfather. He was a butcher and a farmer. We did a lot of that. That's why I said I've been around the food and fresh food and good food for a long time, ever since I could remember. So, you know, it all goes back to that as well.
Granddad's the cook? Your granddad's the cook?
Yeah, I think every male in my family could cook. Not saying the women can't cook. The women could cook their behinds off too. But yeah, everybody could cook. Everybody could cook.
Hashtag real men cook. Everybody. Believe that. Hashtag real men cook. Feel that.
Everybody could cook.
Let's talk about you. Like, I remember you in college, man, and the write-up on you is that the big arm, Rohan Davey, the kid from Jamaica. First of all, how does a kid from Jamaica fall into football? Like, how do you get into football as opposed to maybe soccer?
I did. I played soccer. My passion was basketball when I came. I didn't play football until my sophomore year in high school. That's why I said late.
Okay.
I got into football real late, man. And that was just on the strength of my homeboy, Haitian Frank. He just went and told the coaches one day, look, my homeboy could throw the football if y'all looking for a quarterback. And he came and got me out of class with the coach. And then we went out to the field and threw the football. And that was the start of it, really.
At your best, how far could you throw a football?
At my best?
Yeah. At your very tip-top, your tippy.
Oh, man.
How far can you throw that thing? 80?
Probably about 80, yeah.
What about now? Like 20 years later?
Right now?
Yeah, how long can the thing fly now?
Probably about 60.
Oh, well, damn. Well, damn, P. Because you still kind of active, right? You still working with kids and things of that nature, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't you can't fall off too much. Right. These kids start messing with you. I know how it is, man. These kids start getting at you.
I got kids. Yeah, man, exactly. And then especially now, you know, I'm so old now. Whenever I train these kids as well, like quarterbacks, and whenever I meet their parents, so I be having to tell them, like, you know, they be talking, and their mom or their dad will tell them, yeah, he played for LSU, this and that. I just look to the kid, I be like, listen, just you know. If you want to find out about me, just Google.
Yeah.
And that's the only tool right now. Because, you know, that's the only good thing about the social media and about all this internet and all that stuff like that. That the kids will look back and be like, okay, Coach was the real deal. I better listen. Now I got something to validate what my mom and everybody else been telling me.
See, you better than me, because I just show up at the spot with both of the rings on straight shine. I just get them shined up every time I go out there. Like, yeah, this is real. Forget all the YouTube. Yeah, this is the real deal.
That's why I put up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good part about it. That when they come and then you see and they're looking at them and they're paying attention, that's all that far to get them going.
Let's talk about that time with the Patriots. Like, you got drafted to the Patriots, and I kind of always feel like, even like now, you were there at the kind of the beginning of the Brady thing before it became what it is now. This folk legendary this legendary tale of a quarterback. But in retrospect, do you think your career would have been extended had you been drafted somewhere else? Because like everybody that comes up behind that dude is like, yep, there's Matt Castle, there's Ryan Mallett, the new kid Jimmy Garoppolo, there's Rohan Davey, there's what's the other kid's name? The other black kid from Kansas State, Michael Bishop. All these dudes came up behind Tom Brady. They all came and left. He's still there.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, man, it's a testament to Tom. You know what I mean? Like it's him staying durable. It's him progressing every year and changing something about his game, enhancing something about his game every year, and him being just as productive and as efficient as he's been over the years. It's not a fluke or luck what he's done or what they've done. But just speaking specifically as a quarterback, he puts in the work, man, and he does everything that you're supposed to do at that position to put yourself in situations on Sundays, Thursdays, Monday, whenever you play, to give your team and yourself a chance to win football games. And he's the best at it, bro. And it's not an accident. It's really not an accident, man. I take my hat off to him every time someone asks me about him because, like you said, I actually was there at the beginning, and not, like you said, now as great as he is now. I'm removed from Tom and the Patriots now for, probably about 10 years. But being there at the beginning and seeing how he worked, seeing how methodical he was, persistent, consistent, that's what it was all about.
That's crazy, man.
And that's what he does.
I talked to
it is crazy.
I talked to another one of the Patriots, Bobby Hamilton, before the Super Bowl, man. He was saying, like, it's almost like you guys are reading from the same book. He's like, yep, this dude is consistent, he's persistent, he's the hardest worker. He seemed like a dude though that'd be a little bit of a D-bag to his backup. Was he ever like a D-bag to the dudes backing him up?
Nah, man, he wasn't. That was one of the things that surprised me too, though. Honestly,
you thought he was gonna be one.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be like, full of himself and all that. Wouldn't help me out with nothing. But it's just the horror stories that you hear. That's why I always say never judge a person by the book by their cover. You just always got to, see it for what it is for yourself. Right. But that might have just been him having a bad day with somebody else or whatever that friction was. You know what I mean? That ain't the same as you. But, nah, man, he was, like I said, he was a total opposite. You know what I mean? Like, it was calling me in the midnight, calling me 2 a.m, asking me about film, what you doing. He helped me in every way, but I realized that the ultimate thing with him was winning. So he also want to win if he's not in there. So he's not one of those quarterbacks that felt like, this youngster come to try to take my job or whatever. He enjoyed the competition. He enjoyed learning the new things from me and seeing how we're trying to help me out too, because he knows, hey, I might get hurt, you might have to go in or whatever. And he ultimately want to win. Doesn't matter who's in there. So he always helped, man, always.
Killing me, dog. Like, I was really hoping you was like, yeah, man, he was such a turd, man. He was such a douchebag. I was really hoping you would say that. Dang, this dude, this dude can't be that, man. He can't be like the best quarterback of all time with the supermodel wife and all the money. There's got to be, he got to have like bodies in the basement somewhere. I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna keep having you Patriot cats on, and somebody's gonna tell me, man. He's the real deal.
He's the real deal, bro. Honestly, he's the real deal. Like I said, it's not a mistake or a fluke why he has been to so many Super Bowls and has won so many Super Bowls and has been so consistent over the years. It's not a fluke, bro.
The other voice that you're hearing right now is Rohan Davey, a 2-time Super Bowl champ with the Patriots, also former LSU quarterback. What kind of relationship you got now with the LSU Tigers? You still on campus a lot, hanging out up there or whatnot?
Yeah, man, I'm a Tiger. Yeah, man, I'm a Tiger.
No doubt. So the Coach O thing, Coach O thing is good with you?
Yeah, Coach O thing is good with me right now. I think everyone deserves a chance. I think everyone deserves an opportunity. It's it'll be wonderful. It's a great feel-good story for a coach from Louisiana who bleeds purple and gold, not just as a coach, but also because he's from here and he loves his school. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it don't mean nothing if you're not winning championships, and that's just the standards that I put it at, the standards that I hold it to.
They struggled at the quarterback situation. At the quarterback, man. I read some stuff with you and with you talking about Brandon Harris and the quarterbacks they rolled out. I feel like they kind of wasted Leonard Fournette, man, by not having just an adequate quarterback, like not a Rohan Davey, but just like an adequate dude that could pose a threat to as a quarterback. Are they, from what you know, are they addressing that right now to make sure that what's the kid that's coming up next year, the running back?
I think so. I think they try, at least they're trying to address it. They have a bunch of capable and comparable quarterbacks there. They're recruiting well. Cole Brennan, Narcisse, Lindsey Scott from last year, and then not to mention the return of Edelman. So it's a lot of guys vying for a position, and I think that the most important thing for them, I think for everyone really to understand is not only are you having a quarterback battle that's going to be taking place and going on, but you also have guys learning and holding the offense.
Right.
It's the first time since the Les Miles era that there's no carryover from the year before. It's just totally Matt's offense that he's implementing, meaning Matt Canada. And, guys are going to not look just like such as it's gone for the first two spring scrimmages. One time the offense looked good and the defense looked good and the offense doesn't look well, so on and so forth. But we're going to have to be patient, man. I guess what I'm getting at, we're going to have to be patient with it. But the offense is going to be awesome. I absolutely love the offense, the movement that he has with it, the way he's trying to shore it up for the quarterback to identify the defense immediately. It's going to be good. The guys are going to have to buckle down, stay in their playbooks, and just get it, because it's really going to be interesting.
Speaking of quarterbacks, what are these guys going through right now? These guys who are these Deshaun Kaisers, the Deshaun Watsons of the world. What's the kid's name from North Carolina? These guys that are getting ready for the draft right now. You were a guy who had to go through the process. What are these guys going through right now, being poked and prodded and everybody analyzing everything that they do?
All those guys you just talked about, they're probably going through a different, probably a similar anxiety and stuff, but a totally different mindset from me. All those guys you just mentioned are projected to go like in the first two rounds, or mostly the first round. So for them, I'm sure it's excitement, knowing that they're gonna go, and excitement, for their family. Like it's the same things as you hear. This is really a moment that you really do think about and have thought about. It's like, I guess women as kids, they say they think about getting married and dress up and think about it. I think it's similar to athletes, whether it's an NBA player or baseball player or whatever sport you're in. You think about the top of, the sport. Right. And college is getting drafted high. NFL is winning a Super Bowl. Also, NCAA championship, of course, but, individually getting drafted. And they're excited, bro. They're really excited. They're excited to see where they go, and anxious and anxiety. And just trying to keep yourself busy.
What's the worst thing you heard about yourself when you were when all the draft talk was happening? You were, you were the sixth quarterback ranked out of that class that you came in with. So what was like the worst thing you heard about you?
I wasn't a sixth quarterback taken. The worst thing I heard about myself. Oh, that I was going to eat my way out of it. Ain't that funny?
That's pretty ill. Yeah, dude. This dude is always hungry. Funny, and not for victories. He's just hungry.
Yeah, exactly. That was funny.
I got a couple more minutes here. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was about the worst thing I heard. It was funny and bad all at the same. To me, it was funny and bad all at the same time.
Wrapping up here with my man Rohan Davey. I appreciate you taking the time to join me, my man. He's a former NFL quarterback, former LSU quarterback. Make sure you follow him on Twitter at Rohan Davey 6. The topic has come up again. It comes up every year around this time. Once March Madness is over with, once the bowl season is over with in football, people start talking about the pay for play situation. And I always wonder, when you came out, when you were coming out, were there ever grumblings about that while you guys were in school? You mean going to LSU, you show up at Death Valley, it's like 80,000 people there and people wearing jerseys. People got number 6 jerseys on. You're not getting none of the money from it. Were there any mumblings or grumblings about that way back? Well, way back. I ain't going to age you like that, but back then about this kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we thought about it back then. It was like, man, whenever you walk past the gift shop or you look at the standard after the game, or you may be watching film after the game, and you sitting there watching film, I'm like, you absolutely say to yourself, well, I don't get none of them jerseys, they selling the jerseys. Of course, of course you do. Or when you ask to sign something, and then, you see it being auctioned or something like that. Of course you do. Of course guys think of it.
What's in your opinion, what is the answer to that? Because I don't feel as though it's necessarily prudent to put together a pay structure as far as like cutting a paycheck and W-2s and all that. But I do feel like if Rohan Davey is the most marketable person on the LSU team, that LSU and whomever else and ABC and ESPN shouldn't be the only ones to be able to market him. It shouldn't be Rohan Davey and the LSU Tigers take on the Crimson Tide. No. If you have a name that's worth something, because I guess looking back, we can agree that was probably the height of your marketability, was it not, at LSU?
Yeah.
So I feel like the kid should be like, if somebody want to give a kid a car to say, hey, I got this car from so-and-so Chevrolet to drive around for the semester, why not? Because everybody else doing it. Everybody else can benefit off this kid. Why not the kid? Do you feel like that's kind of a fair compromise? Well, not fair, because then there's going to be somebody, what about the third string punter? Well, be better. You want stuff to be better.
My thing with it is, and it's kind of along the same line you said, is I think there should be some kind of relief, monetary in some way, but the thing would be how do you structure who gets what? You know what I mean? And even then, somehow, just because there's so much money involved.
Yeah, billions.
In collegiate sports, man. And I think there's got to be some way. And people say, scholarships are this, scholarships are free. Scholarships are renewed after every year.
Right.
So that's not even up to me up for debate. It has to be some other way that you can do something for these athletes in a monetary way, so they're not feeling like they're getting slighted.
Yeah.
That's how some people are feeling. And I'm sure it also, if that was the case and guys were getting something and were able to help their families or help for this and that, you wouldn't have so many guys that leave early either, probably.
Absolutely. I just heard Peyton Barber say the same thing. The last thing I want to talk to you about, it's a twofold question. Your health, man. You play a lot of football. I mean, obviously people remember you being a backup with the Patriots, but you played football after that. Some Arena League stuff, some World League stuff. How's your body doing? How's your body? How's your mind and everything doing? I always ask that question to all my past my players, my former player guests. How's everything feeling on your body, man?
Yeah, I'm healthy, man. Thank the Lord, I'm healthy. I was, the worst injury I sustained was in college when I tore my knee up.
Yeah.
And that was perfectly fixed by Dr. Brent Bankston. So, and we had at LSU. So I didn't have any problems with that, and I've never really been, nothing huge. That's it. Matter of fact, the most I've ever been banged up was actually Arena. So, no, I'm good.
No doubt. And being a Jamaican guy, now, what is your take on the weed situation? Because that's coming up more and more in conversation. Word up, yeah. You be the perfect person to ask about this, because the unofficial plant of Jamaica is marijuana. Am I correct?
I guess it's the unofficial plan of the Caribbean, you could say, but yeah, we'll take it.
So now Jerry Jones is like, the NFL needs to go ahead and put the kibosh on on the weed situation. What is your take on that?
Well, I think that, if whatever the regulations are, where you are in the state that you are and where you reside, I think those are the rules that should apply to you if you're in the NFL, NBA, or wherever you're at. So if you live in Denver, Seattle, these places that
DC,
you do whatever you want to do. Yeah, DC, that's what it is. Now, everywhere else that they don't have it yet, I feel like, the rules are the rules, and you got to, go with the rules.
Did you partake during your playing career?
Did I do what?
Did you partake in the puff pass during your playing career?
No, not early in my playing career.
But later?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay.
Once I was done, it was more, it was easier for you to do what you wanted to do, but not while I was in or playing or even, that was, and I'm not saying like, people ain't do it, but it was one of the things that I could do and then perform how I wanted to perform.
I can dig it. My man Sean Smith been on this show. Sean Smith played for like 10 years. He said he used to smoke right before the game.
Yeah, Sean Smith was good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to tell you, like, I'm not saying that it wasn't something that was done, but what I'm saying is it wasn't something
it's a personal thing.
Do.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a personal thing. Absolutely.
My man, Rohan, I appreciate you taking the time, my brother. It's been real, man. Thank you so much. And look, man,
man.
Me and my old lady gonna take a trip down there. We're gonna check out your catering spot, man. Come down there and get some of that Caribbean food, my man.
You already know you get in contact with me, man.
My man, I appreciate you taking the time, my man. Have a good one.